Gemini. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Lightworker Whit, and I'm so excited to deliver your reading for June 2024. Now, excuse me here. I just took a sip of my drink, and my voice is like gurgly. Now, it is your birthday month, so I just want to give you a little bit of a cleanse. If your birthday already passed, happy belated. If it's coming up, happy early birthday. Now, I'm going to set that over here. I don't know if that's going to keep going, but we're going to hope it does. I bought some incense that I would have lit, but literally they dyed my fingers, so that was not ideal. Now, before we get into your reading, Gemini, let me just let you know what we're going to cover. We're going to cover your forecast for the month of June, and then we're going to get into your love life and career. And those readings are going to look like what to expect, the unexpected theme of the month. But we do have a new moon in your sign on June 6th. So let's get a jumper for that card. I'm not using the Oracle of the Moon. I'm actually using the Energy Oracle cards this month. So what do you have for Gemini for this new moon coming up in just a few days? I actually had something fall out for you. Okay, I'm going to keep that one there, but let me see what fell on the floor. Two cards fell on the floor. It's a fifth chakra and yin and yang energy. So really do some work on your heart chakra, Gemini. Okay, that's fifth chakra here. Or is it throat chakra? Maybe it's throat chakra. It's actually throat chakra. I take that back. Throat chakra because it's blue. Your voice. And I think I said that message to you regarding your full moon, reclaiming your power, reclaiming your voice, speaking up. And then yin yang energy. There's some balance energy that you're going to need. So Spirit popped it out. So I just figured I'd share it. Let's just take a deep breath, Gemini. Let's just take a deep breath. Now, please remember, Gemini, this is a collective reading, so receive what resonates, release what doesn't, okay? If you would like a reading on your personal situation, my links are below for you to schedule that with me at any time. All right, so let's just get into your message here. Oh, let me start my timer because y'all know I can gab. Y'all know I can gab. Gonna grab my carnelian. I feel like I need a little bit of carnelian energy. Love what's coming out already. Okay. Gemini. Back of the deck energy is Four of Cups. You're really contemplating what you want right now. Nothing seems good enough right now. Let me just take a look at all this. Okay. All right. Wow, this is a very specific message, Gemini. Thank you for allowing me the moment to analyze that. Now, let's start off with current self. 9 of Pentacles here. Current self at the beginning of June, you're feeling abundant, affluent, feeling luxurious, feeling like, yes, this is the vibe, this is the energy. It's about independence, luxury, standing on your own 2 feet, enjoying what you've worked so hard for, okay? But then we go into theme of the month, which is the Chariot. This is willpower, this is determination, this is forward momentum, heading in the right direction. We have this energy here, and it represents Cancer. Okay, maybe there's a Cancer, like the crab in your life, okay, that this could relate to. But I think it's more about pushing ahead, okay, and knowing exactly where you're going and what you want to do. That vision is very clear for you. But there are some decisions from what I can see, Gemini, that you're struggling to make. Key goal to pursue, we have 2 of Swords here, needing to make a decision around something. I do want to grab my Kipper deck to see what it is you're struggling to make a decision around. Concern. There's something that you have concerns about. This is really vague in general, though, so let's see what else comes out. Main male, and then Lovers. So there is a romantic interest that you're not sure what to do about. So you have to come to a decision this month about them, okay? Now, obstacle to overcome is Death card. I am not sure if this ending has already happened, is presently happened, or about to happen. But there's something that has come to an end, right? That you are struggling to either accept, come to terms with, or navigate. What is the guidance, Spirit, for this Death card? 8 of Pentacles is coming out. Hard work, dedication. Maybe also allowing yourself to lean into work. But what is the guidance for this ending? Okay, we've got the Moon coming out, trusting your intuition, trusting the unknown. We also have a few other cards coming out. The Hermit. Maybe there's a Virgo in your life that could help you, but this is also about laying low. Empress. Trusting your divine feminine energy. Justice. This is Libra energy, but this is about doing what's right, doing what's fair, doing what's just. Queen of Wands could be fire sign energy, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. That could be helpful for you. But I think this is more about, again, similar to my full moon message, reclaiming your power. Don't back down from this fight is what I want to say to you. Major accomplishment by the end of June is the Page of Pentacles. You will feel that even now, since you already know where you're headed, I think by the end of June, you will feel a little bit more settled into getting there. Does that make sense? You know where you're going and you're trying to get there, but we do have this ending in the way. But I feel that by the end of June, you should feel like, okay, that's behind me. Let me focus on this, whatever this is. I don't know. The Page of Pentacles often relates to, and I'm sorry that I'm shifty, guys. My legs are a little swollen. The Page of Pentacles relates to studying and working hard and being diligent about something that you want to be good or better at. So by the end of the month, you will be doing that. You will be really in that energy, in that flow. And I feel that whatever this Death card is about will be behind you. What to avoid is the Strength card. So for some of you, that is going to be a Leo. But otherwise, I actually feel that this is a message, Gemini, that even though you are working to reclaim your power or to step into your power, right? You don't have to be so strong 24/7. I think this is what this message is. With this change, this ending, it's difficult. I'm not sure if any of you guys are separating, considering this Lovers card here. Or quite literally maybe dealing with a death or, ending. You don't have to be strong, okay? You don't actually, in fact, have to hold it together for everybody else. You get to be weak. Now, you get to choose when you are being vulnerable, but do know that you are allowed to be vulnerable. What to embrace is the 6 of Cups. Now, this could be children for some of you. For some of you, this is someone or something from your past. Let's clarify that. thoughts is coming up. I kind of hate this card. It's like, what is that even about? Okay, pathways coming out and work. So you might be going back to an old job. You might be working with someone you used to work with, but somehow this is leading you on a new journey. Okay. Maybe you're working with someone you used to work with in a different way. You're going back to something perhaps that you're good at, but maybe you have more skills now. It feels, think about something. This is so specific, but this is what I'm going to use. Think about, you used to be a fashion designer. Just go with me for a minute. And you started out in bridal, and you used to be a seamstress in bridal, but then eventually you went on and you decided to have a career where you created your own fashion line, right? But now, the way life has it, you're going back to bridal, but you're designing the dresses. You're not a seamstress anymore. Does that make sense? It almost feels like that. And maybe that's what this Page of Pentacles is about. You really working hard in a new way. You have the skills, but it's still something you're learning and navigating. Okay. Where to find support? The Tower. This is really interesting to have the Death and the Tower. This often represents a transformation that you really shouldn't resist, Gemini. You need to just let it all fall apart. Let me see what the combination says. The Fool, Devil. Death and Tower. Major change because of powerful and intense forces, creating a significant impact. Hopefully that's for the positive. It is your solar return. Let's just clarify that. Now, I would interpret the Tower just without clarifying cards. I would interpret this as letting things fall apart however they're going to fall apart, because you can't control whatever foundation is faulty. So the best thing to do is duck, hide for cover, and try to deal with the aftermath as best as you can. Hierophant. This is going to deal with something falling apart at work. Hierophant rules Taurus, but it also rules structures, organizations, institutions, sometimes even marriages, because it's about what is tried and true. You know, a lot of times too, the Tower is about a shifting in your beliefs also. Shift in your beliefs. Maybe you don't even vibe with traditional work life anymore, and maybe you're dismantling that. Maybe you're challenging the way relationships have always felt and looked to you, and it's usually an uprooting of a belief system, or the way you've always done something. Now you're really questioning it. You have it in your hand, and you're like scrutinizing. You're like, why have I always done it this way, and is this still working for me? Advice and encouragement is Nine of Wands, my dear Gemini. Keep going. Don't give up. You will prevail. You've come this far. I always get Mary in my head. Come too far from where... Oh my God, I'm off. First of all, I'm off key. Come too far from where I started from. Oh, let me just... Yeah, I'll pick out some cards later. No, let me do it now. Tower. I would probably want to pick these four. I don't know. I'm going to be redesigning how I do my YouTube covers, but I want to be, and I'm just choosing right now which pictures I want to use as the cover of your video. I'm really not sure how I'm going to design it yet, but I'll figure that out later. And nobody told me. Okay, now let's move on to your love life, Gemini. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't mean to grab this, but maybe something needs to come out of this deck. Maybe something needs to come out of this deck. This is my Hidden Truth Oracle, by the way. So we're going to look into what to expect, the unexpected, and theme of the month. Gemini, I'm seeing a cul-de-sac or like a very suburban neighborhood and a yellow school bus. It's very bright. It's very sunny. I don't know why this image is coming to mind. A magic school bus is coming to mind. For God knows why. Gemini, this is for somebody very specific. I feel like somebody has been really wanting the opportunity to be home, to be able to see their kids off of the school bus, to receive their kids once they get off the school bus. So if any of you have been trying to get a work from home opportunity, I really see that happening so that you can be more present for your kids. Okay, death card again, Lord. Two of Cups. Okay. That Nine of Pentacles again. Now this is interesting. So this is why I like to do this, guys. Now I don't use reversals in the Street Priestess Tarot. It just doesn't feel right to me to use reversals. Okay. To be very honest, Gemini, what this looks like to me is that you're struggling with a relationship. What happened? What do we have? Yeah, the Two of Swords was like indecision about what to do about a relationship. Then we had the Death card. A lot of times the Death card is also about transformation and rebirth. Okay. As much as it is in death, something is always reborn. So what I'm seeing here literally in front of me is that you're struggling to really cut the cord with someone. So let me just dive in on what to expect. We have the Hangman reversed. And also the Seven of Wands reversed. It seems as though, Gemini, I'm not sure if you're doubling down on your boundary or if you're letting them down. Because the Hangman, Seven of Wands reverse is like you're holding up a wall, but it's like it's starting to get really hard to keep this up, to keep up the strength. And sometimes you need to double down on like what you believe and be defensive and standing your ground. A lot of times though, Hangman is about finally detaching, finally letting it go. But in the inverse, it could also mean you're struggling to let go. What card do I want to use to clarify? Nobody told. I can't. I gotta stop with Mary in my head. What is the message? Is Gemini struggling to hold on or struggling to let go? What is it? All right, now Eight of Cups just flipped out. And the Eight of Wands on the floor. I think right now, Gemini, it almost feels as if you're questioning if you made the right choice. I feel that you've already walked away, right? But this Eight of Wands just flipped out and it came out reversed, and it's about things moving quickly. It's like for whatever reason, this is taking a long time. It's slow. And you're wondering with this Hangman now, you're like, shit, did I do the right thing? That's why we have this Two of Swords there of key goal to pursue this month, making a decision and sticking with it. All right, unexpected, Death card reverse. A lot of times Death card reverse is very similar to the Hangman reverse of like needing to move on but struggling to let go. The Knight of Cups. Now this could be, and this is why it's unexpected, because I feel like in your mind, it's done, right? It's done. You've already canceled the credit cards. I don't know why I wanted to say that, but that's how it came out. You've already been like, no, it's over. It's over. But I think something's going to creep up for you, Gemini, that Makes you realize, damn it, maybe there's something still here. Now, moving on to theme of the month, 2 of Cups, partnerships, connections, Page of Pentacles, working on it. And perhaps that's what the Page of Pentacles is by the end of June. You're really working on this relationship, really starting to pour into it and build it and work on it. 8 of Cups is coming up reverse here. You're not walking away. It's like you wanted to and you thought that that was the right move. But I think what the big kicker is for you, Gemini, is that you're realizing that you don't really want to be alone. Let's see what comes out of the Hidden Truth Oracle. I did not, I normally use the Romance Angels, but here we are. Apparently Spirit wanted me to grab this deck. So let's see what flies out of it. I am becoming a better person. This could relate to you or your person of interest, okay? I know I was a distraction from your pain. Let's get 2 more. I feel you even though we are apart. Finding, okay, so a couple, I'll read all of them. Finding out the truth crushed me. I'm so attracted to you. I hid who I really am from you. Interesting. You know, that's inspiring me to grab a card from our Healing Heart journey here. We're getting the tea tonight, okay, Gemini? I don't usually use these decks for the other folks, but here we are. That's where we were led, huh? What do you have for Gemini? What do you want to deliver to Gemini, please? Habits. Repeat the same mistakes, hanging on for no reason, hard to give them up. Now, this is just how this card can be interpreted. I want you to ask yourself, Gemini, do you want to go back because you want to go back? Because it seems like a separation already happened. Or do you want to go back because it's comfortable? Maybe it's a little bit of both, and that's okay. Okay. Answers. Knowing why won't help. You already know the truth. Time to unlock new doors. Especially if somebody ghosted you guys. If you feel like you need to have one last conversation with them, you need to know, well, why do they do that? You already know why, because they weren't interested for whatever reason. And perhaps for some of you, I generally don't feel like there's new connections here that you're dealing with, Gemini. I'm gonna be very honest. Maybe some of you guys are dating new people, maybe. But it feels mostly like y'all are deciding to recommit and work on the relationship. This new doors might be opening new doors to new levels in your partnership, right? And eliminating old habits. I hope that's helpful. If you would like a relationship reading in depth, Gemini, feel free to schedule that with me and let's really unpack what's going on in your love life, okay? But for the sake of time, let's go ahead and move on to your career. Don't you guys love my little cubbies? It's so perfect. I remember when I was first starting in my tarot journey, I used to have all my decks in their boxes and I used to keep them on my desk. But then it became too many. I was like, oh my gosh, I have too many desks. These are taking over my desk. And so then I bought one of these guys. I bought a black one. I feel like you'd appreciate this as my Gemini. I bought a black one. like this. And then I kept it on my desk. So I kept it to the left of me here. And this is what I use at events now. So I just use this at events. And then I bought a second one. So I have one for the house and then one for my kit. But then I wanted to change up my setup. So I bought 4 more to fit the shelf. But I decided to spray paint them. So they're like pink and gold. It's so cute. So I have some spaces for some new decks. So I'm excited to kind of, you know, collect a few more whenever the time is right. I'm not somebody who, I don't buy a bunch of decks just because. I only buy new decks when I feel called to buy new decks or to work with new decks. So, moving on to your career, Gemini. We've got 5 minutes. So let me try to be precise. Knight of Cups is flipping out again. I feel like Spirit's trying to tell you something, Gemini. You have to decide what it is. You have to decide if you're like, no, I'm really not fucking with this person no more. They're dead to me. Whatever it is, I don't know if it's you who can't let go or them that can't let go, but it is not mutual, okay? Whatever ending that did occur. Let me focus on your career before I get another freaking love reading for you. Gemini's career, Gemini career. I thought I was going to be able to do Cancer, Lord, but I will not. I will need to go to bed. I will, in fact, need to go to bed. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Wands. Okay. Wow, so many aces, Gemini. Back of the deck energy is Ace of Cups. New love, new feelings, new inspiration. Wow. Okay. Okay. I like this. Again, 6 of Cups. Reversed again, going back to what you know. The Emperor represents Aries and or a father figure. All right. I keep, you know, every reading I do with you, Gemini, it always feels like your career is impacted by, your career and finances are impacted by your love life. I don't know why that is. What to expect, Ace of Pentacles, a new opportunity. I'm not sure that you're super excited about this opportunity though with the Ace of Wands reverse. It's like, great, you don't have to take the offer. You don't have to take what's being handed to you. Please remember that. I feel like you're not super jazzed up about this. What is the guidance for Gemini on this opportunity, please? Unstable keeps coming out for everybody. Hold on. Ah! Unstable coming out. Prudence. Yeah, finances might be tight, which is why you're considering this new opportunity. You don't love it, but it might be more money. Don't let the balance of your credit cards get too high. Put something aside for a rainy day. Stay within budget and start living. I feel like I've been telling you, though, to work on the balance. Okay, so you're being called to teach, Gemini. Here we go. Teachers coming out. You have the ability to motivate others to strive to uncover their true potential. Consider careers in teaching, coaching, mentorship, or being a motivational speaker. You've learned much about money. It's time to put it into practice. We also have Peacemaker. Maybe even mediation. You are being called to apply diplomacy and tact to a difficult situation. Consider politics, negotiations, unions, contracts, or any peacemaking careers. Approach situation with a win-win attitude when it comes to making business deals. Then finally, crafter. Maybe some of you guys have a little side hustle for crafting. There's something wonderful just waiting to be expressed with your hands. Consider careers doing homemade items or some kind of craft project. Think of ways to generate money that no other has done before to try something new. I feel in relation to this, sorry, my contacts are starting to dry out, Lord. We gonna get through this reading. I'm so sorry. it feels like you're trying to figure out new streams of income, Gemini. And I think teaching and maybe even mediating or conflict resolution somehow. Well, this could apply for a lot of people. So some of you might have talents in teaching, some of you might have talents in conflict resolution, and some of you might have talents for crafting. So receive what resonates for you. Those are just some options. The unexpected in your career is Knight of Pentacles, so something is happening very, very slowly. And 10 of Cups, it is affecting your family and relationships. Maybe money is coming in slow. Maybe some of you guys still haven't gotten that tax return, and that's really messing you up right now. Maybe somebody doesn't come, if you have children, someone doesn't come get to your kids in time, and that really starts a whole problem or a whole issue. You ever just have one of those days where just like one thing just like really throws off everything? It could be like that, like you were expecting like your sister to go pick up your kids, and then you know, they get your kids, or they're in traffic, and so nobody can get your kids, and then now the meeting that you had that was like a really important meeting you can't handle because you have to go get your kids, and now you really blew up that deal. You know, it might be something stupid like that. So that is unfortunate. Can you clarify that, please? Queen of Pentacles coming out could be related to an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, but also I do equate the Queen of Pentacles to mother energy. Wheel of Fortune, and it's about time. Something about time. Something is coming in very slow. Money's coming in slowly. There's a problem logistically related to either literal transportation or metaphorically money, or some sort of opportunity is coming in slow. Sometimes the Knight of Pentacles relates to obsessing about an issue, obsessing about what to do about family here, a family matter, a family situation that is about money. Maybe you're struggling to figure out the best course of action and how to handle money matters within your family, struggling to come to a conclusion. But I really don't think that's it. I just think there's something with time here. Something is happening too slowly for you regarding your family. Theme of the month is the Empress, which I love to see in you're feeling in your mama bear energy. Love it. Four of Wands, domestic harmony, stability. Three of Swords reverse. You know, by resolving whatever it is going on in your love life, Gemini, you will also resolve the financial struggle. I mean, literally, that's what I have here. By coming out of this heartbreak, by bringing balance, I've got Avatar in my head, restoring balance to the world, okay? You will be able to fix the finances. But I don't think you should turn down the ideas to craft, be a peacemaker, teach. And maybe this card, this peacemaker card, is coming out to, again, maybe it's like a message to your finances, or excuse me, your relationship, to make amends with your person, because that will help you restabilize your bank account. But I always encourage my women to, I'm assuming most of my watchers are women, but I think I know a very small percentage of you are men. But I always encourage my viewers to have a side hustle. I do. So let's go ahead and read your message for this new moon that we have in your sign. Now, I want you to be very intentional about setting your manifestations since you're in your sign, and also feel free to get my moon manifestation journal on Amazon, okay, to keep up with your moon manifestations and really allow yourself to be guided to what it is you need to think about. I created it so that you can reflect on the right things for new moons and full moons. Anyway, what I was going to say was 6 months from now, we're going to have a full moon. When is that full moon going to be? Let's check. Oh, is it not gonna be this year? Oh, it's at the end of the year. It's in December. Okay. So in December, Gemini, I want you to think about what you want to happen from now until December. Okay. Because new moons last for 6 weeks. So whatever you initiate during this time is going to come to completion by December. So really be intentional about what it is you want to create and design in your life. Now, we have blossoming abundance that came up reversed for you. I'm going to show it to you upright, but it did fly out reversed. So let's see what that message is about for you. Number 3. Okay. This card reverse really reveals potential decrease in money. With the coins falling from the garden and out of sight, sometimes when you receive this card in this position, it may even feel as though cash is slipping through your fingers like water. While this might seem like an ongoing state of affairs, you still can turn things around. Be very conscious and responsible where money issues are concerned. Take action to plant new seeds and nurture your financial garden with patience and clarity. This cycle will end, and you, in time, will enjoy the fruits of your labor. The affirmation is, abundant wealth blossoms all around me. I see the value in my everyday life. Yeah, that's pretty evident. One thing's for sure is the money is not great right now. I'm going to read this yin yang card that fell out because I just feel like Spirit is telling me to. I have no idea how long your reading is. This card represents energetic life cycles, and its purpose is to help you identify the particular cyclic energy moving into or out of your experience. In its upright position, it heralds a yin cycle, which it was, where most of the action seems to be happening under the surface of things. This is the time of great receptivity, intuition, and gestation. External circumstances may be forcing you to go within and examine present activity. It's an especially good time for completion, so wrap things up. Yin cycles often call you to be passive, yielding, and reflective. So open up to see these sides of your nature. Being more than acting is the intention here. Got it. Yeah. So I would say for the first half of the month, be receptive, be open. I think I said a lot of that to y'all, but this full moon in Capricorn that we have at the end of the month is going to bring a lot of things full circle regarding money. So be sure that you're following me so that when I do my mid-month check-in, you know what to expect for that full moon in your finances, okay? I hope that was helpful, Gemini, and give yourself some patience. Like if you're really still on the fence about a relationship, because it seems like that's really what is evident in your reading here. And if this isn't for you, no problem, babe. Go watch your sun, moon, or rising, or Venus. You know, maybe that reading might connect with you a little better, but this specifically was for people who are going through a difficult time with a partnership. Okay, this could be even business partnership, but it seems like I would put money on it that it's romantic. All right, I hope that was helpful. Again, please make sure you're following me on Instagram and TikTok, where I post content pretty much daily. And make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and be sure to give it a thumbs up so that I know that you want to see more of this content. Thank you so much, Gemini. Happy birthday. Have a great month.